let's see, you're either ready to go grey or you're in the first 2 months of your journey and you just want to know how to cover up that root growth. Don't worry, I've got you. Keep watching. Hi there and welcome back. So I know that for many of you ladies out there who do want to start going grey or are in your first 1 to 2 months, you can be quite self-conscious. We can be quite self-conscious about how our hair looks because it's at that stage where it doesn't quite look on purpose and it doesn't quite look that great. I went through that phase, and I know a lot of women go through that phase of where it's just that root regrowth, and it's not the best looking phase, to be honest. You just want to get past that part. So I've got a few remedies and methods that I'm going to show you that you can use to help you in those first couple of months. Okay, so the first is this L'Oreal's Magic Retouch. This has been a godsend for many women. I've seen them talk on our groups on Facebook and on Instagram. When you're doing meetings in the early days, be it Zoom, be it actually going to a meeting, when you just want to pop out, you're meeting any friends, this really is a lifesaver. And I'll show you why. If you haven't seen this before, look at this. So what you do is you spray it from about this distance, pull your hair up and do a little spray, and it will color your hair. The only reason I won't demo this on my hair is because I have a sensitive scalp. So for anyone out there who does have a sensitive scalp, like myself, I have slight psoriasis, use it with caution because I just found it did irritate my scalp a little bit. That's why I don't use it. However, I use it on clients who have root regrowth or anyone who has really fine hair, and it will go on the scalp, so it kind of gives the illusion of a fuller effect. It comes in 4 different colors, 5 different colors. I know that they definitely do it in a blonde, they do it in a light brown, in a dark brown, and this one that I just showed you was a jet black. Okay, option number 2. I used this quite a lot when I was first transitioning. For those of you who have watched my previous video, you will see that I actually transitioned through the first lockdown. So those first 2, 3, 4 months, I was actually indoors, but I was still popping out to go to Tesco's, Marks and Spencer's and so on to go and shop and go for walks. So what I would do was use a hat. And it's a godsend because it doesn't matter if you've obviously got your greys just here or if you've got them on your head over here. The coverage is fantastic with these hats. If you want to have something that's a bit more nicer looking than a cap, go for a really nice sun hat. There we are. And again, great coverage. So when you're seeing anybody, you're having a little get together, there we go, you know, no one will even know. They don't need to know. And option number 3, which is one of my favorite options, is a headscarf. I have a headscarf like this, and if you have one like this, all I would do is double it up, crunch it up a little bit like this, and there we go. Just stick it here right at the front of your head because you can always move it back to where you want it. Once it goes too far back, then it's always hard to bring it a little bit forward. You'll just find that your hair will get a little bit messy. And like me, you probably don't wear such dangly earrings when you're trying this. Put the earrings on afterwards. And knot it like this. And just push this back slightly. And there we go. Right? Nice hoop earrings. This could be a really chic look. Right? And you can always thicken this depending on how far your growth is if you want to cover it. So it can always be stretched out to go a little bit further back, and there. You see? And there we are. And part of this same option, oh, got it stuck in my hair, is another scarf. But this style is a little bit different. So it's a square scarf like this, right? So what I would do is take it from one corner to another corner, make it a triangle like this, and then start folding in from this side. So we're going to start folding There we go. I'm really sorry if you can hear that. My stomach's rumbling. I don't know what's going on with it. Right. And there you go. And then you can stick it across like this. I love this style. I did it a couple of times. The first time I actually met my family for a little barbecue last year, this was how I had it, and they all really liked it. But yeah, so when you've got it at the front, even over here, just bring it down or take your hair up a little bit, tuck it in there, and there we go. You've got a little bit coverage there. You know, and this is really boho, so it's trendy. It's a nice kind of technique to have for hiding those grays. And there we are. And if you do want to wear this particular one in a little bit of a different style, so more of a headscarf kind of style, what I would do is, I'm unwinding it now. So you still got the corner to corner attachment going on here. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to roll it the opposite way. So starting from here, we're going to start rolling it down, rolling it down, rolling it down, until you're going to come to about that much, and then flip it backwards like this, and you can just, there we go. So it's almost like the brown one, but just the shape is a bit different, you know. It's a triangle up here. It's a bit more angled, and that's another way that you can tie it. You can give it just one knot and then pull a strand at the front, or just knot it up completely so it's completely out of your way, and there you go. For some ladies, they like to wear headbands. I don't have any headbands to show you, but with headbands, for me personally, they hurt the back of my ears. It doesn't matter what type it is. Eventually, I just get stressed at the back here. But you can get headbands that are like this thick. So just look at how much growth that would actually cover up, right? The difference is, like a scarf, it wouldn't probably cover you all the way down here, but it all depends on where your growth is, and it all depends on how much you're willing to show. So for example, if you do have hairline growth and you were wearing a headband, maybe you could just bring a couple of strands just like out of the headband at the front over here and kind of position them so they're kind of covered. So just trying different things. And then there's also, lastly, styling your hair. So not using any of these kind of products, but depending on where your hair growth, your grey growth is actually coming in. So you might find that you're able to part your hair on one side as opposed to the other side, because the patterns are different on both sides. So maybe be aware of that. If you're like me and you get it on the hairline, what I would do is just throw my hair forward and pop outside and pray that it's not a windy day. But just throw it forward like this. I mean, right now I can't really demonstrate it well because I've got quite a bit of grey over here as well. But if you didn't, you know, that would actually get covered up just with the hair. I mean, if you look at this, it looks like I hardly really have any grey, right? Apart from this side over here, right? When in fact, I have plenty of grey. But who would know? In your early days, these tips and tricks can really help you out. You know, if you're self-conscious and you want to get out there, try these. Don't let how you're going to hide your hair deter you from doing it. If it's what you want to do, give it a go at least. There's no pressure, there's no judgment. If you don't like it, you're a box dye away from just changing it all over again. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button and the notifications. I have videos that come out every Sunday talking about makeup tips for over 40s, skincare tips, and also our grey hair tips. Hope to see you next week. Take care.